Bitcoin monthly Gaussian channel. That's what we're going to focus on. We're going to start on the BLX. We're going to go all the way back to early Bitcoin, right? We got 2011. We're going to be on a linear scale today just to show the epic rallies that Bitcoin had back in the day and, moving forward. So if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. Follow us on Twitter, Telegram, Patreon for more content. So BLX, right? If you want to go all the way back to Bitcoin early days, BLX is how to do it. So we have the Gaussian channel here. Remember, this is the monthly chart, the monthly Gaussian channel, right? We don't look at this much, but we're going to do it today. So all the way back to 2011, the epic rally from December of 2010 for about 4 cents, all the way up to just a subtle 78,000% rally to about $32 before the epic crash, right? And then Bitcoin's dead. And fast forwarding, right, you can see the effect and the dramatic pause that your heart may flutter by using the linear scale here, right? See how epic that looks? And then fast forward just a little bit and just a little anthill, right? Fast forward to 2013. Next, epic rally really kicked off, January 2013, where we opened up at about $13, ran all the way up to, paltry, 1900% this time to $270. So another still epic run, but nothing comparative to this little anthill over here. And then fast forward again, and I mean, look at the kind of the double move here, right? So from $13 all the way up to $270, back all the way down to $66. And a couple months later, another 1700% rally to the upside, get you over 1,000 for the first time for Bitcoin. Back in November of 2013, the good old heydays. Don't we all wish we were, selling everything we owned and going all in back then, right? Another epic crash from $1,200 all the way down to $169. So the losses are not normal, are not abnormal, I should say, right? 85% drawdown. Par for the course. That's what we do. But looking back at the, what we just looked at, 2011, look, you can't even tell what the hell happened, right? So this will, continue likely for the foreseeable future, right? And now look at the move over 1,000 is even barely visible at this point. So this is the purpose of linear scale. And the purpose of log scale is to, let's just flash it in here, right? You can see the bigger moves, right? Log scale keeps the percentage gains the same, and which is effective in these massive price moves. So log scale, linear scale, that's the difference. So continuing on, May of 2017, right? This is kind of where I initially got into crypto. And, making money is easy on the epic bull runs, right? You can just, you be half a goat and you can still make money right here, right? It's knowing when the crash is coming is the difficult part, right? So move all the way back from, mid 2017, $1,000 Bitcoin again, new all-time highs, right? From 2013, broke here. May of 2017, we peaked at epic high of 2,700. Even crashed all the way back down to 1,700 before, another 1,000+% move to the upside to 18,000, really 20,000. We wicked up right close to it before, again, our move back down. Maybe most of you are much more familiar with this kind of areas versus, way back in this area, right? But just showing you the log scale here, looking at the monthly Gaussian channel. We haven't really entered it except for 2 times, right? The monthly Gaussian channel, that's the kind of the point of this video, besides being, flabbergasted of the epic moves we did. Imagine a Bitcoin 500% monthly move now. Pretty insane. So monthly Gaussian channel, really our first and only time we have entered the monthly Gaussian back in 2015, right? We went all the way down to the 50-month EMA, kind of the middle-ish area of the monthly Gaussian, but early times back then, right? Early. And we lasted just a handful of months before coming back up and really starting our epic bull rally, right? So fast forward, even in 2018, bear market didn't hit it. We barely went in it right to, again, the middle of the Gaussian channel on the monthly during the pandemic crash, right? And then fast forward where we are now. Look at where we are. We've entered the most months we've been in a monthly Gaussian channel, but really only entered once before. Besides, a flash crash on the pandemic, right? So now we're in again on the median, really on the middle part of this monthly Gaussian. The EMA 8 on the monthly, right hand turn, going back up through the 50, up through the EMA 34. And we held support so far, right? We think the low is in at the 100-month EMA, right? Perfect support there, just right on the medial line of the monthly Gaussian channel. So now where are we next? Well, look at 2015, right? Go back to 2015. We came down, held for multiple months on that 50-month EMA. This time we held for multiple months on that 100-month EMA, right? So a little bit lower this time, but to be expected, right? Time to time you can move up and down on moving averages. So we will see if time kind of repeats or rhymes, right? History doesn't repeat, but it often does rhyme. So we're looking at, if we break out of the monthly Gaussian channel, and we'll zoom in a moment and look at the 5-day, because that is the kind of the secret sauce here, the 5-day Gaussian channel. So the monthly, once we closed above it, we never touched it again, and it was lift off, right? So will we do that again? Well, we haven't gotten above it yet. We've peaked above it last month. We got a wick to the high of 31,000 that got our head just above it, right? That's the first time since we entered back in August of 2022 that we have, at least peaked above that top line here. So we will see in the coming months, right? Look at the 21. We're now back above all monthly moving averages. So that is a great sign so far, right? Holding this upper echelon tier of the Gaussian channel as well. Good sign as well. So zoomed into the 5-day. What do we have? We're still red. We're still red on the 5-day Gaussian, but we are above it. So that's one check mark. We're waiting for it to turn green. When could that happen? Possibly in the next handful of weeks, possibly in tomorrow. Maybe Cinco de Mayo will bring luck to the world, right? We will see. Why is this important? Well, historically, when the 5-day Gaussian channel turns green, it's go time, right? It's bull market is here. Doesn't mean prices go up indefinitely or immediately. In fact, they can go down, which we'll look at history in just a moment. But it's a much safer play for you, right? Worrying about the day-to-day interaction is for the birds, right? If you want something that, can put your mind at ease, it's the 5-day Gaussian channel turning green with your prices above the channel, right? So here's where we are. We could potentially turn green in the next handful of weeks, but we must stay above 25K. That's the top of the channel. To get your channel to move up, which is what causes it to turn green, you have to have your average prices above that, right? So that's why we're up here now. That's why we're trying to curve. We're potentially doing that possibly tomorrow. I mean, we could do that. I don't know, right? Watch for this close. Friday close, right? The 5-day candle closes. Maybe we'll turn green. That would be pretty epic, right? Maybe it's another 5 days after that, in which case we'd be looking at, 6 days, 7 days from now, right? So we will look at that tomorrow, let you know. Join our free Telegram if you want, and I will alert you there. Or Twitter, right? Or our Patreon group is also a good place. But looking back at the 5-day Gaussian, right? Last time, even during the pandemic, right? It was our only really fake out time where we got above it from the red to green, price action above it. But as we talked about in our live stream yesterday, and side note, live stream coming up at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time, depending on when you watch this video. We'll do one. We've done one every day this week, so you can go back and watch those. You can also tune in, today or tomorrow, Friday. We'll do it again, 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. We do at least an hour, probably a little bit longer. So we'll see you there, hopefully. 5-day Gaussian channel, red to green, price action on top. Even if you bought Bitcoin at the top here, 12,000, 11,000, you're fast forwarding. You're not buying here for the short term, right? You're buying here that you're confident that higher prices are in the coming months going to happen, right? So this time it took a little bit while because of, the pandemic, right? But I do believe that, minus the pandemic, we probably would have come down a little bit, but I don't think we would have seen anything close to this. I think our low is probably likely here. So yeah, you would have lost half of your money if you bought at the worst time. But, if you give it some time, right, you're going to be well rewarded, right? This is not for timing the peaks or the bottoms. This is for having confidence that the market is turning bullish and you are going to be rewarded if you're holding for at least, I would say, a year or longer. So if you have that year plus mindset, waiting till the 5-day Gaussian channel turns green with your prices on top, you have to have both of those check marks and you're going to be good to go. Even in the pandemic, right? We turn back red, but we turn green, wait for it to turn green again, and prices on top, buy again or buy the first time, right? And good to go, right? Go back in history even more, right? We can keep it on linear scale just for the epicness, right? Let's put it on auto here, right? So going back to 2015 to 2016, right? Our super rally up here, came back down, still red, prices on top. So you still have one check mark there, but this is the importance of two, right? 2015 textbook move from red to green, prices on top. Even if you bought the Pico top here, right? $459, went all the way down to 360, right? I mean, even if you bought the top of this candle and then we crashed down for 25%, are you mad in a year from now? I think not, right? So going back even further, right? Bitcoin's entire history here, right? We can see all of it, right? Even back in, good old heydays, 2011, 2015, right? 5-day Gaussian channel from green to red, bear market, long bear market, turn from red to green, prices on top. You bought the worst possible time. You bought it $15. You son of a bitch. $15? What are you, nuts? It goes, crashes all the way down to $8. You lost 40% of your money, you psychotic son of a bitch. You bought it $15. You held for a year. Are you doing good? Right, Jimmy? Right? Let's go. Right? Hopefully this is relating to you. You can kind of see where we're at, right? The narrative will never change. Bitcoin will always be bearish to somebody. It'll always be dead to somebody. You have to have a system in place, and a great system to have is your 5-day Gaussian channel to turn to green, prices on top, and it doesn't mean you're going up immediately, but you can be sure that, or very confident, I should say, nothing sure, but confident that, holding a year, you're going to be well rewarded, right? A year from now, it's good to go time, right? Happy times ahead, waiting for the channel to turn green. It could be happening in the next, 48 hours, 72 hours, let's get our maths right. 36 hours, right? We're looking at less than 36 hours potentially for this channel to turn green. And again, I have to reiterate, because someone will just say, you said prices were going up immediately. No, I'm saying the opposite of that. You're using this for long term, not to 10x in the next 4 seconds. You're using it to maybe 10x in the next year to 2 years, right? Confidence in the market. Hopefully this helps you. If it did, thumbs up if you haven't already. I'll see you on Twitter, Telegram, Patreon. No promotional links other than my own. No clickbait, no affiliate links ever. So maybe the only person on YouTube that does that talks about crypto, it's 0 affiliate links, right? I think that'd be me. So hopefully you appreciate that. Let's do our quote of the day. Your own mind is a sacred enclosure which nothing harmful can enter except by your permission. So nothing is good or bad in life except your mind, your thinking makes it so, right? Car of the day. What is it? Do you got it? If you said Porsche, you're half right. What's the other one? It's the 918. The 918. My opinion, the best Porsche ever made. Probably the most expensive too. So the 918 Spider, I mean, what the hell? If I was ever, just blindly, if Porsches were free, you could get anyone that you wanted. It's going to be this one for me. 918 Spider. I do also like the GT3 RS. That's probably my second favorite. For under $1 million, GT3 RS. For over $1 million or any price point, it'd be this guy. 918 Spider. Porsche. Pretty nasty looking. This is an older car too. It's like over 20 years old. Pretty epic and timeless, if I must say. All right, I'll see you on the next one. I'll see you on the live stream. Thanks for watching this so long. If you have 57 gold stars to you, it's May the 4th be with you.